Hi everyone, how have we been doing? So I can remember this very day. This is the first day I had just a snappy chat with my supervisor. I might not even send anybody. Kind of, we attended this program with one professor from I think America, one American university. So we had to opt out for dinner, and this dinner is just kind of serve yourself. I don't send anybody. You can see my brown rice now. My brown rice, I just kind of take whatever is that thing that I need, garnish or garnishable, and start up immediately. Since I don't care, I'm always available for the food. Yeah, and this kind of they prepared it ahead of time. We couldn't finish the visitation, the places that we needed to visit, kind of sightseeing. So we just opted out and started our dinner. It tastes great. Since it tastes great, and you guys should know now, I'm someone that loves my food. Yeah, I know the forehand, or kind of I don't slow down when it comes to food. I pick up pickables, and when I went back the second time, the only thing left there just desserts, all the snappy stuffs. Eventually, they finished everything. Nothing was left. I say thank God I didn't kind of start doing picky. I picked everything I want. I picked all. Because if you're kind of forming bourgeoisie, now you go still cry. So I had a little time with my supervisor. Although he has been to Africa, though he said he has been to Zambia. Yeah, that's what he said. But we are kind of discussing, having a conversation about Africa, China, literature, bilateral trade, and other things. So that's it. Although he said that he might visit Nigeria within an interval of 5 years, yeah, that kind of range. But he doesn't know the exact time. He said he has been to Zambia. That's Confucius Institute there at Zambia, and it was a wonderful journey for him, according to what he said. So our discussion was just brief one. Although, yeah, I made a great video about this very day's event, yeah, but I think I didn't post it. I still have the video though. It's a long video. Cultural stuff, playing of Chinese guitar, all their instruments, how to play their instruments, kind of all these old people way of relaxation. That's it. I made a whole lot of video about that, but I haven't posted it yet. I think I'm relaxing too. I'm not in the mood to post it because I need to edit a whole lot. The video is quite long, and I think I did just a maybe brief clip. Yeah, different sequence. Yeah, that's what I did. But it's quite a long one. I need to edit before I post. I just had to post this one that has to do with feeding food because I'm in love with food, baby. I love good food, healthy one. So on this very day, though, we just had a brief discussion, and we are meant to kind of be included in the list of the people that will kind of attend this event because it's just in another campus. Yeah, we had to visit the outer layer because this semester we have 2 campuses. So we visited the outer campus, and that's where the event hosted. And since I get to see many things that very day, yeah, I get to experience so many things apart from the food. The food is just kind of a garnish, the garnishing aspect of the event. But I had to learn so many things. We also recorded, and I think it was posted there on IG group or what. I've forgotten. I'll still go back and look into it. Though, and this is the beginning of the semester. Yeah, that's probably last year. Since I have so many videos that I haven't posted. But I just go. I do not play with vegetables and shrimps. Yeah, shrimps, crabs. I do not play with them. I do not play with them. But one thing is just that apart from the foreigners in Nigeria, these seafoods are not that super expensive. I can remember there was this place I used to purchase these shrimps. It wasn't that super, and crabs, it wasn't that super expensive. And I think kind of the more foreigners troop into Nigeria, the more expensive it becomes, most especially crabs, yeah, because majority of the Nigerians, maybe let's just say 50 or about 80% prefer that shrimps, because shrimps, they're easy to deal with, but crabs are more, you have to kind of do a whole lot of things, and some people feel that it's difficult for them to open it up and start eating the inner layer. That's the most nutritious part of it. But now what person go do now? So I think the foreigners in Nigeria make seafood quite expensive, and it should be triple the price right now because as things not just gets day normal for Nigeria. So on this very day, we had a little conversation on Africa China bilateral trade, Belt and Road Initiative, how Chinese people in Nigeria, how they're coping, what they do, blah blah blah. So I just had to ship in the little that I know and nothing more. I just shipped in the little I know, and that was it. And this on this very day, I think the whole of my classmates attended this. Yeah, the whole of my classmates attended this, and it was quite a memorable day though. It was quite a memorable day because even the professors from the American university, they were like, oh, we're also invited to their campus. If you want to visit, that you can let them know. They will kind of send an invitation letter to you that the school holds events every semester, that they have several events that students from other foreign countries can attend. But more who get time, although back then we were never considering that kind of offer. Right now, no one is still considering because everyone is busy. And the most important part of it is just that we had this bad day, kind of, let's just say, not a bad day though, I would just say not a good season for some country with my kind of idea. Yeah, Nigeria, it would be very difficult for Nigerians to visit US right now. Even with the invitation letter, they still have to scrutinize, and maybe you won't be selected, you won't be given the visa. So it's quite, to me, basically just like spending a whole lot of money. I don't mean it's something like back yesteryears, like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, that should be more uploading. But right now, nothing is accessible when it comes to visiting America. For now, maybe in future, it will be accessible for other country citizens. So I was also wondering how they could kind of prepare this or kind of make such event, because this event was somehow late entry. Yeah, it was late entry because initially we had an event back then in campus that led us to, or the campus organizers, yeah, let's just say school organizers, made it available or kind of had to schedule this event. It wasn't just a planned deal. Initially, the professors and the campus from the University from America, kind of after their attendance in my own school, in my own college, they were prepared to go back. But all of a sudden, they shipped in this activity and made it mandatory for us. So a few of my classmates, almost all of us, they made it compulsory for us to attend. Yeah, kind of see them off. And I think from this venue, from this campus, outer campus that we visited, they prepared and left. Yeah, they traveled back to America from him. At most, I saw some of their luggages. Yeah, I think the school bus dropped them off straight up to airport that very day. Yeah, I think that was what I saw, and it was quite a memorable day though. But not just super memorable. I can remember when I was taking my food, when I was kind of serving myself, my colleague were like, "Oh, have you tested that before? Does it taste great?" That was kind of the one to make inquiries from me. If what I'm picking tastes great, so they can go for it. But if it doesn't taste great, they will stick to the one they had before. But I didn't pick more stuff. It's just shrimps, tomatoes, brown rice, and fried eggs with a little bit vegetables. Yeah, that was the only thing I picked, and a little bit sliced chicken. That was the few things I take. I didn't kind of venture into much of the food. So I was like telling them that, oh, the few ones I have with me, I've tested them, just like the brown rice, vegetables, shrimps that you can always serve yourself there in school. I told them these are the few ones, but there is a Concord, okay, this Concord Chinese traditional meal that is there more. I don't know how they do it, but they kind of listed the names and also the preparation. Just like they'll tell you that, oh, this is a blended corn, kind of, yeah, cooked blended corn. And addition of what they'll tell you that, oh, there's a little bit pepper. They'll tell you the percentage of pepper that is being added to the food. That's how they kind of did everything. But I think most especially Chinese people will go for that one. They have a whole lot of their traditional meal there, a whole lot. But I didn't get to try that one. I just go for the ones that I've been eating before, that I've tested, and I also trusted. I don't want to kind of feel like, oh, I want to go and poo-poo, that kind of thing. I don't want to get into purging stomach or anything like that. So we're having this discussion and I was laughing. And this discussion was about one professor like that. Some classmate felt like, oh, this professor, the way he teaches, kind of, it takes more time. And that, because I could remember, that's philosophy. Yeah, philosophy. They were all complaining that the philosophy, because it's quite difficult, and that's basically Chinese philosophy. You know, Chinese people, they have a whole lot of philosophers. So ancient one, or not just contemporary one, ancient. So it's quite more cumbersome. Yeah. And my colleague, they were complaining, my classmate. But all the same, I sincerely like that man. Yeah, I sincerely like that professor, the way he teaches. Although he's an elderly man, but not that old. He should be between 60, yeah, 60s, in his 60s, I think. Early 60s, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure you should be early 60s. So, but I don't know why they had to kind of feel like they do not feel comfortable with his teaching. But sincerely, I feel so also kind of, yeah, I think I've complimented his teaching. The way he teaches is just that, kind of, he will let you guys contribute, read the article, comment within the article, send it back to him. The places that you had issue, kind of, you can't understand, that you should kind of relate to him. That's how he does the stuff. So I do not know what happened that very day. So they felt that, oh, this is quite difficult. They can't keep going through it. They do not understand it well, that kind of thing. But maybe I had a different opinion or observation about the man, and that's it. So that's what everyone is complained about last semester, but I didn't, because I felt different about this particular, because the way the man teaches, I felt different. To me, it was kind of acceptable. Yeah, because it's just somehow a teaching that brings about reciprocation. You reciprocate to the man, go through the text, kind of give out your own understanding, lay out the information that you need to learn from the man, ask questions. That's it. But it wasn't that difficult. That was all I felt. So they felt so bad, and they've been complaining. And to top it up, my supervisor is also our class manager, or like a class assistant, something like Chinese people, they call it bangjuren, something like someone in charge of your class assistant or whatsoever. So he's also a lecturer, and he's in charge of my kind of class assistant or class supervisor, I don't know, but just know that he's someone in charge of the whole class, the section, depending on the year. And he also said that the previous year he was the one in charge of them, so he's also the one in charge of this year. So it was just a great discussion. Though this is the first time I ever had discussion with him, asking question, trying to meet, because I can remember back then, before I got to let me not just talk much, let me not just say much. So you can see my food is about to finish, and I do not know. Well, after squandering this, I think my kind of the girl beside me went back for the second time. Yeah, she's also my classmate. Yeah, we went back for the second time to know if we can get bored. When we got there, we only met snacks, pastry, blah 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 blah, nothing else. We didn't meet any Obenge stuff, so we talked and then left it. That was the few things that we had to do. And from here, I went straight to I think that's a fair, job fair. Yeah, I just went straight to job fair. That her supervisor, this is my colleague, this is my classmate. Her supervisor tipped off. Kind of, it's not just for you to go for job hunting. You will just go to that fair, get to know things, get to see things. And for foreign graduates, people that have graduated, yeah, it can be favorable to you though, but not to everyone. Yeah, you get to see things, get to take contact, and also maybe if the company needs you, they'll kind of employ you. So that's it. See you guys. I'm done eating, and I'm about to drop it to close it down. So I had a kind of a fulfilled day this very day, yeah, and it feels great. So guys, you can see other people always kind of they go back to get more, but I'm always here, not going. See you guys. Bye bye.